Babe of the day. Babe of the day. Rebecca York. She is such a likable actress that she deserved more of a chance to shine, but such is the world of show business. Her best known role is Cindy Parker, the clown, on the TV series Newhart. She was the girlfriend, later wife, of the problematic cafe owner Kirk Devane. Rebecca was only in 9 episodes of the second season, but she has proven to be memorable. Many fans of the series still talk about her, and new viewers of the show have taken a liking to her positive, upbeat character. Rebecca was around before Newhart. It's hard to piece together a biography about her because there isn't that much out there, and she's kept an incredibly low profile since her show business days. Rebecca York started out as a Broadway performer. She went by the name Rebecca Urick until 1975. She began with the musical Henry, Sweet Henry in 1967. Rebecca then went on to do Good News, first as a touring show for almost a year from 1973 to 74, then briefly during the winter of 1974 and 75. In the summer of 1975, she was in Rodgers and Hart, and this is when she started using the name Rebecca York. It appears her final Broadway credit is Chorus Line, but it was a big one. She started with it in 1975 and continued through 1990. Her first screen credit is a small role on the TV series Welcome Back Kotter as a brunette sweat hog in 1977. She played small roles in popular shows like Emergency, The Incredible Hulk, The Hardy Boys' Nancy Drew Mysteries, and Vegas. The Vegas role raises a question. Robert Urich was the star of that series. Rebecca used to go by the last name of Urich. Was she somehow related? All I know is that Robert didn't have a sister, and it wasn't the name of his sister-in-law. Perhaps it was just coincidence. It isn't a common last name, though, so you can understand my curiosity. Plus, Robert's brother Tom was big on Broadway, and Rebecca worked on Broadway at the same time, so it seems like there's a connection. Rebecca had a part in the feature film Movie from 1978. She had a substantial role in the failed TV pilot of Dear Teacher from 1981. There was a pretty long spell between acting assignments after that, but her luck changed for the better in 1984. Enter Cindy Parker on Newhart. It was the second season of the show. At this time, the series was struggling a bit. One of the problems they were having was with the character of Kirk Devane, as played by Stephen Campman. Truthfully, I always thought the character of Kirk was funny. Stephen Campman himself seems like a cool guy in interviews. The sad fact, though, is that Stephen had nothing but trouble the entire time he was on the show. No matter how he played the character of Kirk, it wasn't good enough for the producers. He was either too obnoxious or not obnoxious enough. Kirk was always intended to be a character you loved to hate, but when he was deemed too unlikable, they softened him up. Then they felt he didn't have enough bite. It was a slippery slope. In the 10th episode of the second season, called Kirk Goes for the Juggler, Rebecca was introduced as Kirk's new girlfriend, with whom he was incredibly smitten. He discovers she works as a clown, and it almost kills the relationship. Her being a clown didn't bother anyone else, and as a matter of fact, everybody else loves her right away. Kirk, however, was weird, and he let this bother him. He gets over it, though, because he realizes that living without her is worse than her being a clown. After this, Kirk has no more problems with Cindy being a clown. Cindy doesn't work for the circus. She works at children's hospitals and birthday parties. It's something that she actually trained to do, and she had skills like magic tricks, acrobatics, riding a unicycle, and prop comedy. More often than not, we see Cindy in her regular clothes. I really like what her character did for Kirk. He was still quirky, but because of Cindy, he started acting more like a person. Kirk got over his chronic lying. Ultimately, they ended up getting married in her 7th appearance, the episode Kirk Ties One On. After this, she made 2 more appearances. Odd enough, Rebecca's last appearance was in the 19th episode of the season, but there were a total of 22 episodes in season 2. You saw Kirk in the remaining 3 episodes, but not Cindy. This was weird, because it was only right for her to be in the show. After season 2 ended, it was decided to let Stephen Campman go. It was sad because not only did we lose the character of Kirk, but Cindy too. Not to mention Kirk's hilarious grandmother, but that's another story. We never see them again, and outside of the season 3 premiere, they're never mentioned. The season 3 premiere did, however, give Kirk and Cindy a happy ending. While Dick and Joanna were on vacation, Kirk and Cindy decided to move to Europe. She got a job as a clown in the circus. This was a clever write-out, because in the episode where Kirk proposes to Cindy, called Kirk Pops the Question, she revealed that she was planning a trip to Europe the next year. That is what prompts him to ask for her hand in marriage. Even though Newhart ultimately didn't work out for Rebecca, she did such a good job that she should have had better luck elsewhere. That's not how it played out. She did a TV pilot for Mr. Mom in 1984, based on the popular movie from the year before. Barry Van Dyke played the Michael Keaton part, and Rebecca played the Terry Garr part. Both of them are good actors, but this just didn't take. Rebecca could have definitely handled a major role in a regular series. After that, she appeared in 2 episodes of Night Court in 1986, playing a character called Babs Townsend. Her last screen credit was a small role in the goofy comedy movie Easy Wheels from 1989, which was far from a hit. Once her time in Chorus Line ended on Broadway in 1990, it appears Rebecca York went off the grid. That makes me sad. She played such likable characters on screen that I think she herself has to be somewhat like the characters she plays. I'd like to know more about Rebecca and what she's been up to. It would be great to make a sequel to this video. If you are unfamiliar with this charming actress, grab the 2nd season of Newhart and start watching. She may not have had the longest on-screen acting career, but fans like me will never forget her, and she will always be a Babe of the Day, Babe of the Day.